talk to the original T-Bone. It's so an aim, and I think they're going like Cedric. You capture it. Hey, hold on. He's trying to 3-on-1. And I'm like, he's thinking like, you're going to try this. So let it go. Squeegee.
It's day 12, and the game is about to change. Your fellas have to be going to You're trying to make me here soon, man. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I know I'm the one guy that's trying my weapon. But at the same time, this is where the game starts. Survival limbo. We got no fun. We got no fun. Now is the time to truly test. There's something with your social game you're missing. That's it. Come on. I might need some beta muscle, alright? Muscle up here too.
Oh my God. Sorry, did you believe it, girl? Yes, you can. Oh, yes, the folks are on the way. We are now season. There is some of my heart, y'all. Today I'm about 6. We can do more tomorrow. I'm going to get out. Relationships fail, relationships end. And then we get to the end with either $1 million or some broken heart. But for now, from the mama side, so I can embrace you. Because right behind the switch, we come from mortal enemies to very close. Chasing each other all around the jungle, keeping those fires. I'm so happy with it. And I know this is not what everybody was expecting. Now that you're thinking about playing with that, I just don't want to be with this game. It's not like my folks have when I was so love. I want to scrub green off of me. Like, I'm only wearing this because I can't be naked on it. I don't want anything on me. It's no car rush. Will not, and only one will be in universe. So presently, it's number one. Who are the controllers? Where is someone going to get to help? Be the first to find it. The moment God says go, it is a mad dash to find the finish. I don't even have much. You never know.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Yuri Perez. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
And at the plate for Miami, Michael Garcia.
Third baseman, Michael Garcia.
And that is out of play. Popped up. Guerrero brings it in, and there's one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Yandy Diaz.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boone. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Guerrero on the move, has room, and he makes the catch.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Marcus Head. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Siggy.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match, but I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
One of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, top milk. I'm serious. Same. And they'll look at me like a break.
A sliding stop. Gathers and throws. What a play. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets. Scoreless after 1.
I haven't seen Gallo hold over the last year. It's like it's a 6-year-old break. You talking about zero? Or name? Yeah, they don't know. We talking about sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Back here in Queens. New inning getting started. Yandy Diaz now. Diaz, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1 strike.
And a foul ball.
And I really appreciate you guys all being so supportive, and I'm super open about that in life. So
Fights it off, he'll see another.
I'm all in.
I'm most excited that we connect with you, Steve.
Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Going to count 1 and 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Cedar Rafaela in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Lewis pulls it down, and that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Encarnacion makes the grab, 1 down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. He just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And he's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Royce Lewis. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The pitch. Hit in the air, center field. Rafaela settles underneath it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting 7, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jackson Merrill up now for the Mets. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Merrill with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. And coming up, a series where the pitching was outstanding. We take a look at those numbers.
see how to figure out the problem. So I let him keep the idle because I'm keeping too nervous. I need to get that. He was something like that. He said he didn't get that. You know, like, oh.
Perez back to work. Just missed. That's off the mark. 2-1.
Which name do you like this guy?
Both.
It's TJ Maxx.
3-1.
Out toward left center. Merrill hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Jeff McNeil stands in. Swings through that one. 0-1. Top of the third, no score. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And then skips into third. That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
One appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Got him loaded. Battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
That was a pretty fun at-bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
Here's the catcher to hit, Andy Rodriguez. And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strike. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Gabriel Moreno. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results.
Over to Diaz. One gone, bottom of the third inning. This is Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Sliced hard, but foul. Hopped up left side. Perdomo on his way over. And that quickly 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Ellie De La Cruz up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. And nice work to hold him to a single. Got it back in fast. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man at first. And next for the Mets, Wyatt Langford. Ellie looking to steal. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
2 teams of 6. Oh my God, it's mud and wood shade. It's how you get to paint. The league is a grappling, but it's which they belong to that. It's when the key. Once you have the key, you work together to get to the top of the very steep ramp.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rafaela makes the grab, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1, still no score.
Biggest reward of the season. It was really ugly way. But that is all. You do not earn immunity.
Start of the 4th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Michael Garcia.
The losing 6, you got no shot at anything. So you will watch the winning 6 compete in an individual challenge. The last person
that one close, rule the ball. And that is ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
One ball, one strike. Which means you are the only person guaranteed.
Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. This one in the air. Guerrero sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo.
This is the big advantage, say, because it means you don't have to compete in this exhausting challenge. Instead, you go right to the end, the individual unit challenge, and you will be fresh. That's a big advantage. And you earn the words you know.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Perez winds and deals. And he grounds one to the right side. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error. Go ahead run on base. Next to hit, Jose Altuve. His first at bat was a strikeout. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. The Marlins hitless so far in the game. Squirts away a little bit. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
He goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
In the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Citi Field, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That clips a corner.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive.
So why are we offline?
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flied to right his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Now a relay to second. He's in there. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Gunnar Henderson will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. Save! In comes the run from second. And it's 1-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Royce Lewis up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. He popped out his first time. And it's fouled away. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Logan racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Rafaela stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. To the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Now batting, number 60.
And up next for Miami, Herrera Encarnacion. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
High fly ball out to center field. Merrill coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to him, Gabriel Moreno. That's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
This one in the air, right field. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Bryce Terang up now for the Mets. Flied out his first time. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That one ripped right center field. Into the bullpen and gone. And they add a pair. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
a secretly disclosed thing. He was responsible. Movie for
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to the top of the Mets order, Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. A sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting.
And now Wyatt Langford.
The next biggest challenge, the individual portion, we have Mary, Chrissy, and Noah.
Ellie on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. De La Cruz leads off second with nobody out. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Making it more difficult to balance. At the main point, the ball drops. You're out.
Foul ball, and stays 0-2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And he grounds one back up the middle. McNeil gets it to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. This is Corbin Carroll. He's grounded out a couple of times. And a big swing and a miss.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out
Corbin
single.
Carroll.
There you go, Star. You're good.
And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Marcus Head won't go any further tonight, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Tyler Duffy gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Runner on the go again. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So now here's the Mets DH, Gunnar Henderson. That's ripped, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next for New York, Royce Lewis. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1. Don't start drifting. Keep digging in. You got this.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That's not coming back. He made him pay for that one. Second home run of the inning for him. And they tack on 3. It's 8-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
You're good. Al, you're good. Star, one day, down to the right. You're good, Star.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Duffy won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
5 minutes in this section.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Andrew Chafin.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Jackson Merrill up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one lifted to left. Nimmo ranging after it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. 1 for 2.
So hard to concentrate for this long.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Going back. That one is gone. He circles the bases. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack one on the board. It's 9-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And here is Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Dominguez getting loose as well. 2 outs. Ground ball right side. It squirts through.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Ellie De La Cruz up now for the Mets. There's a strike. Rudder takes off. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Terang at second with 2 down. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. Onto the warning track. And he hauls it in. But it's a huge 8-run inning for him as they open up the lead. We're through 5. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Plant-based, healthy, plant-based support. There's one brand that stands above the rest.
Perez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Ball one low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
In danger of losing the no-hitter here. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One away. And at the plate for Miami, Endy Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That misses, and that's ball 1. The Fish still looking for their first hit in this one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That's down and in. A slider missed. And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And it hits the base. De La Cruz safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
You know? Yeah, no question. Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo. Langford settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Wyatt Langford.
so important. Like, we're all starting with defense and just who's going to be like for like the rest of the team.
Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. He swings and fouls one off.
I'm helpless. I know that going to trouble. I get to make the merge. There's only one person who can. And that's Kyle.
That's towards center. Rafaela has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin.
Corbin Carroll up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
He was all over that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a swing and a drive. And that one's gone. And Vladdy Jr. hits one out. His 11th of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 11-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Chafin done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Chris Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit, 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. On the ground to third. Jump throw across his body. Throw picked out of the dirt. Body save.
Good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, game in, game out.
Next to hit, Royce Lewis. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
I think every single one, it should be uncomfortable, right? None of it should ever be easy. So,
Okay.
all here to play, only place to play. That's right. For some people going to tribal council, this is their first time going, and it could be their last time going. The paranoia is unreal.
yeah, I think so.
Tonight is one of 32 people. 32 people are casting a vote.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And stepping in for New York, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 in this one. Scores to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 10 on the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Gabriel Moreno digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Because I think that's a person who want to go now. I think that's what I want to do. It's night about drawing the balance. And so when we finally come back, then I'll help it.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. 4 runs already in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to Diaz, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're through 6 full. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Outside low, and a count 1-2. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
He lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
He's there. He's got it. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Terang over to first in time, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo, the next up for the Marlins. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Bryce Terang. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So back to the top of the order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
1 strike.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one hops the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stops. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Wyatt Langford up now for the Mets. Late swing, fouled off. Late swing, fouled off. Hard hit, right side. McNeil gets to first. And of the 7th.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. There's still 1 out there to pick up.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sir Anthony Dominguez out of the game, and he leaves a runner at 3rd. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Now on the bump, Eric Miller.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And next for the Mets, Corbin Carroll.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner in from 3rd to extend their lead. 1 out, runner at 2nd. And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
He's trying to be as inconspicuous as possible to save everybody obviously he couldn't
hammered down the right side, but foul.
So I think it's I don't know why you obviously yeah,
ripped to 3rd and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
He's trying for 3rd. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal 3rd right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Carroll on 3rd with 2 out. Base hit and a run in to score. So, Siggy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour.
Rafaela makes the catch. That is the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. Mets are out on top, 16-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
I'm not part of the problem.
My thought is, if they can have gone set, then they have 6 people. We have 4
I don't trust Zach, but the problem with Save going home is that does give Steve a 6 ball number. That scares me, and I don't want it.
Some of them see this wrong. We just want to see this wrong.
Yeah.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that's a little bit high. And it's a ball and a strike.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Going with my first drive to council is definitely a good play. The good thing is, most people here share
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes.
You need help? Someone wants me to help. Hey, David. Would be so nice. It's so useful.
You might want to get back to your table. You got to be within 50 feet to start and drop.
Something bigger happening here.
Drop. Ready to get your team.
Yeah, definitely. No waves.
Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Encarnacion in the box again, takes a strike. And a slider misses down and away. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Fouled off to the right. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Jackson Merrill. Miller goes 6 feet 5 inches, 240 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. That's in there. And that one lifted in the air center field. Rafaela gets under it. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Gabriel Moreno. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today. Man at second with 1 away. Bryce Terang will hit next. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. And it gets by him. The run comes in to score from second, and the lead continues to grow.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Runner at third with 1 gone. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Hit hard on the ground to short. Perdomo on to first. There for the out. Runner scores from 3rd. Now the Marlins manager, Hunter Strickland, will take over here.
Hunter Strickland.
In the stand, so hard leaving.
So up next for New York, Wyatt Langford.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Encarnacion makes the grab, and that is that. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Indy Rodriguez.
If I look at it, I feel like everybody's slipping bucks. It's like me. I finally got to the last. It's going to be 14 days at the time. Lots of interesting analogies. Charlie, let's get with words and comments. You go to a small party, you don't know anybody, but you're going to jail time.
Perez back to work. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Just missed. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So digging in, Michael Garcia. On the ground to third, Lewis. The throw to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop.
So they're down to their final out. And now for the Marlins, Geraldo Perdomo.
Strengthens you so much, just like it did with Nino. Nino might seem crazy from the couch. You get so long.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Towards first, and he can't come up with it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, he'd have made just one better pitch. Perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
What you said was there were people who didn't talk to you. That's part of the conduit in the world is, hey, I'm doing Barcelona. It's the dance, right? That's the only dance I know. But say, this is not. You can catch on to but I think that I can also say this now. So respectfully, I just want to say, monumental brother got I got up for it. Dude, what's your take? Is this a dysfunctional group? You agree to say? I would say they're kind of looking at who's going to come to me, who's going to come to me, who's going to approach me. I was like, I'm probably going to have to ask people who they have to say. But maybe I'm doing all this stuff. I'm not ready for it. I'm scared. This place is crazy. But like, everyone's coming at this in a different way. I'm looking at it in my own way. What's your vote based on? Yeah, I think maybe because of the cameo. when I look at family members, when I think about people that I'm close to, it's like when I'm in a bind and I call, this entire group is not going to talk to each other. You don't know who's reliable and who's not. And that's hard because when you think about family, you want to talk to everybody. But in this game, you can't be the person reaching out and giving lifelines all the time because it might put each other on your back.
David, if the vote goes the way you think it's going to go, how will the dynamic change for this party, for this family, for this dog party?
I think this is going to set the stage for the rest of the game. This vote right here. It's going to be important. I think this season has been one of honesty and integrity, which is different than most seasons I've seen. And I think we're going to find out where this season's headed.
Except from the guy who's yet to be without the council. I'm sure there's a few people voted out for the same honest integrity.
Right. At this vote, there are so many people, there are so many variables still because there's just so many numbers here, so many faces. And if you're on the wrong side of the vote, there's plenty of game left to change your strategy.
All right, it is. And the vote, Mitch, you're up.
$100 votes.
If anybody has an advantage or an idol, play it. Now is the time to do so.
All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, say. Sure. Second, one vote say, one vote charity, one vote second. Say, that's two votes say, one vote charity, one vote second. Charity, tie, two votes say, two votes charity, one vote second. Say, that's three votes say, two votes charity. Say, that's four votes say, two votes charity, one vote second. Say, that's five votes,
Yes.
two votes charity, one vote second. Charity, that's five votes say, three votes charity. Charity, that's five votes say, four votes charity. Charity, we're tied. Five votes say, five votes charity, one vote second. Charity, that's six votes charity, five votes say, one vote second, one vote left. Six-person voting now survivor voting. Charity, you can hear first. Charity, the child is spoken.
Hi, girl. Hi, Charity.
Congratulations. You are
That's not good. You earned it. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. At Dog Chow, we believe helping dogs live their best life should be simple. That's why Dog Chow is made with high-quality protein and no fillers. You're eating Dog Chow. Keep life simple.
It's the Macy's Spring VIA sale. Save now on a brand you love. New looks from your favorite designers. The beauty essentials at our best prices. The Spring VIA sale. Our most exclusive brands at prices we don't want to miss. Now through Sunday.
Looking back is now the number one thing.
I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding, you know what I'm saying, legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we get in the story right here, but shorty didn't quit. It was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling. Something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it. Couldn't understand it. Branded just the first kick flip. He landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. What was happening to him now? He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these areas and burials. And I don't think this boy is strong enough to carry us. He said, bow, I weigh 120 pounds.
They played the game, they did it, they got me. I really thought putting faith in that today, and you know what? I get rid of everybody. Shoot, man.
I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. So they kick, push, kick,
I'm not better. I'm bad.
kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel.
Previously on the Amazing Race, 10 teams race to the
and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed the breakout they had. To any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they 4 wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, yeah, and coast.
Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and taking the ball for the Mets, Paul Skeens. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
So dominant, only gave up one hit, and I know in the back of his mind he's thinking about how close he came, but he's got to forget about that and focus on his opponent in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. Cut out and missed at 101. It's 0-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Skeens was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout.
In the last elimination, I'm upset, and I'm
so a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Everything they possibly can to value to a corner. Figure out how to get out.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation.
Thanks God I'm not that much dominance, and please God, give them a little bit break.
What you been doing? It's time for the
That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. There's the strike.
Boog, that shutout he threw is very impressive in this day and age. We probably won't see anyone ever get close to Walter Johnson's 110 career shutouts. Still, it's always fun to see a pitcher go out and shove the way he did.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Ball one.
Wow. Just want to say congratulations. Both of you.
absolutely killed it at the last elimination. And now in turbo.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Yeah, you know the speed. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a big hit for the motor seat. Catch me on the scene. Looking super clean. Tonight we gon' flex. I just gotta check. What I spin it on.
And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Michael King. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, last time out, thought it was going to be pretty good, but wasn't able to make it out of the second inning. A real shocker. So he's fresh, and having had an opportunity to look at that last start, I expect him to be a lot better in this one.
Good luck, everyone.
Really strong hitting performance recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Got him. And one away.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
This is Corbin Carroll, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Show. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Dives, and he can't hang on. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. So now here's the Mets DH, Gunnar Henderson. Looking to stay hot. He had 5 hits in the game last night. Runners on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Fairchild sizing this one up. Nabs it. Both runners tagging. Relay throw to third. Save. He moves up and a run scores on the sac fly.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
Here's Royce Lewis.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Guerrero on third with 2 out. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rodriguez pulls that one down, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Yandy Diaz. Skeens a 6'6" righty, 260 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Right down the chute, and it's 2-1. And a foul ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Missed inside with the curve. Skeens, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt. Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Fought off foul. Outside low, and 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And the Marlins down quietly. They trail things here 2-0.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ab on him. I'm from that bully with bullies with quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie, with keys on me. Flow is cold, but you know that I
Back here at Citi Field. And the batter now, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. It's a bomb. His second homer this series. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Gabriel Moreno up now for the Mets. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Diaz. He'll do it himself. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Second baseman, Bryce Terang.
This is Bryce Terang. Terang went deep in his most recent game. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Diaz. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah, Boog, the youngest player ever to hit 25 home runs and steal 60 bags, and you never know what he's going to do next.
And there's a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue, and you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Isn't it cool? I'm mentally exhausted. Getting yelled at by Adam, getting this anxiety, it has drained me in a way that physical exhaustion never has, and I'm fuming. You have patience at the seat.
Yeah, good for you. You did with that much the race day.
我不知道这一段是在 I'm gonna bite the tongue because I know that she
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Skeens back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Out there to center. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's one down. Andy Rodriguez, the next up for the Marlins. That one misses, and that's ball one. And that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Stuart Fairchild, the strike one. Strike 3, Paul Skeens doing what he does best, collecting strikeouts. Miami down in order. Still down 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
So digging in, Corbin Carroll. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Swung on, belted. That one's back there. And it is gone. His 7th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it and long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
This one in the air. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And next for the Mets, Royce Lewis. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 6-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Michael King is done, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Andrew Chafin on the pitch here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So 2 down. Jackson Merrill up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
2 outs, nobody on. Gabriel Moreno up now for the Mets. And it goes just foul.
I understand why it
4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. Liner, base hit. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row, man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Now at the plate, Bryce Terang, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Ellie De La Cruz. He is singled and he is flied to left. And that one pulled foul.
I'm right here. You're going to do this, and I'm going to move in. I'm going to do it, period. Like, this is cool to have my own TV to do like, to talk about me properly. It's cool.
In the air, right field. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins nothing.
I don't know what else to do. And I don't believe someone money.
Back here in Queens, on to the 4th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Michael Garcia.
If I was to say the things I want to say, then I would just, all right, I'm going because I'm not like the one thing. What's the point? You can't win. To be the show.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And first offering is fouled off. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Very smart guy.
One out, bases empty.
Hay que show him soon, man. Like that.
That one in triple digits.
Ooh, oh, yeah. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
Every corner of the country. Along with my partner and correspondent on this journey, Sarah Hughes. Tonight, you're gonna love when you do that. Sexual harassment in the workplace.
Can you just have a little space?
An opinionated mom uncomfortable with non-traditional gender roles.
What do you think, Mom? Can I answer this? No, what are you doing? No, I can check that, sweetheart. I don't know where it is. Those are for girls.
A stuck-up social climber ridicules an old classmate. Very obviously, you gotta do what you gotta do. This is for you, right? Take it, use it for something bad more.
And just put your charge on the invite. 260 ahead will come to your wedding. And you'll be in the freaking gift.
Everyday people will prove to be heroes. The question is, what would you do?
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Ground ball right side. Terang over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next, for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Called strike right there. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. In plenty of time to first, and they get Altuve for the out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So a man at first. Corbin Carroll up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stops. Second and third. Nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2 for 2. What a stop. The throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And next is the designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Perdomo makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets,
Royce Lewis up now for the Mets. And a base hit coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Lewis off of first with 2 away. And a big swing and a miss.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning, and at the plate for Miami, Yandy Diaz. Diaz working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Finishes him off at 103.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Brandon Nimmo, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
1 down, base is empty. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Marlins yet to pick up a hit here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses. Ball 2. Strikes him out with 103.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Encarnacion at the plate now. That's ball 1. On the ground to third. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Maybe one of our needs is to come across someone who is truly one of a kind.
You got plans after work? Well, we should hang out. I'm not going to take no for an answer. Are you nervous? You seem a little tense. Wait, okay. We should go hiking. I didn't realize you liked to hike.
Something I like to do with my girlfriend.
Well, she doesn't have to know.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Think about it. Try to move.
That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, taking over on the mound, Eric Miller.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Moreno in the box now, no balls and a strike.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Whips it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And here is Bryce Terang, 1 for 2. Terang, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo drifts towards it. They got it for out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ellie De La Cruz. Now at the plate, 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Some people saw a response as early as 3 weeks. Costello saw Dan can stay on this method offense.
Hot shot to third. Over to Diaz. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing.
Seek out for fevers, stiff muscles, problems thinking, also
and welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jeff McNeil.
Well, I think
Skeens back to work.
Harvey.
He swings and misses at the first
It
pitch.
could be that
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss. That one is 1-0-1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Oh, and it was fun. It was third.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Yeah, it was third. There was something where it was.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Give me 2 taken strikes.
On the ground, right side. Guerrero takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
They're throwing at 9 o'clock.
Now batting, catcher Andy Rodriguez.
And now Andy Rodriguez. Struck out swinging his first time.
Maybe forget it for Friday at 8.
Check swing, and he went. That's
Off
strike one.
for a while. And when he came back for a different day,
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today.
It's not
Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lewis makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Stuart Fairchild.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Stuart Fairchild.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. The Fish with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing with it. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for New York, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a foul straight back. Late on that fastball. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Sir Anthony Dominguez preparing to come on if needed. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit. So man aboard, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Smoked on the ground, a second. McNeil gets to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This woman sees mom's concern and offers some
Swing and a miss. Wow. And that is strike one.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
1 away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Here's the 0-2. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. And he holds it first with a single. Nice job getting the ball back in there. One gone, runner at first. Gunnar Henderson up now for the Mets. There's the strike. And now the 0-1. And it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 12th of the season, and they add on. It's 12-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
She wishes to know that most of the societal
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Eric Miller won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
One out, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. And a foul ball.
I think you're a bad mom. I think you're teaching your kid that it's not okay to be yourself. She's going to be scared of you. She's not going to tell you anything, and that's going to be huge issue. Expecting someone to be just like you.
Ripped to short.
Is an unfair expectation.
Throws across the diamond, and 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now here is Gabriel Moreno in there, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's the third. Slings it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 7th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony.
This one popped up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And now it's going to be Geraldo Perdomo. Both 2 in this one. Just off the inside edge.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, bases empty. And they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age. Sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Altuve in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Marlins hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Marlins down quietly. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Bryce Terrain.
And first offering is fouled off. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
And now, Ellie De La Cruz. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Strike 2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to...
So these are actors. What made you up in a help? I was listening the whole time, and I said, I'm saying things, and then she said something. If it wasn't grandpa, if it was someone younger, and I said, there was a different approach. It's like you can't teach an old dog nature. Yeah.
These folks told Grandpa to hit with the top.
Go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And it's fouled away.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Slice to right. And it goes just foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Everything came together for him. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. So up next for New York, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 away down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. a line out towards center. He's got it, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. And that is in for a strike.
0-1. Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And ball 1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Terang makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo, the next up for the Marlins. Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. That one in triple digits. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
Now batting.
No, Brug, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Has room, and he makes the catch. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
He caught it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now the Mets DH, Gunnar Henderson. Dominguez in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Oh, look at the stop. But no chance. That's an infield single. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. On the ground, out to short. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Jackson Merrill up now for the Mets. In the air, left field. Nimmo brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swings here and blasts one left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. He really stung that pitch and drove it deep, but pretty surprised he didn't end up on second base right there. I think he probably should have. But you know what? We'll give credit to the defense for holding him to a long single.
Stepping in, Bryce Terang. Lined into right. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Nice grab. Throw to second. What a play to end the inning. On to the ninth we go, and a no-hitter on the line when we get back. Back here in Queens, we go to the ninth. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. One of their last chances to break up the no-no. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing at all.
I can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out. I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count at times.
4 pro cooking upgrades you need this holiday season. No hassle, no coating non-stick meats, incredible searing power. Super slick non-stick made without forever chemicals. Go from the oven to the stove with versatile cookware designed to do it all. Thoughtful features you can't get anywhere else. Trusted by families, Michelin star chefs, and everyone in between. Our cookware does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Spend the holidays with our place. We saved you a seat.
Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board, pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.
Sarah's a big part of this episode.
If you ever heard someone lifting their weight, call me up or stay home. I understand wanting to feel special on their big day. Or what would a man say you are right to eat?
is from the way, the better the people are turning it on and show them what you have. It's not how someone's going to achieve it. What you love.
People you really care about. That's probably because you either insult them or I'm not going to give you a gift. So making it so that all you get people you care about is the lowest barriers.
For you.
Good. How are you?
Good. I work with What Would You Do? Those are both our answers. I thought when you say, what would be your dream day? Your people there.
Yep. It's the people that make the living.
Yep. Don't put hurdles in your way.
Make it as easy for the people to be there as you can.
Future Bride drops the charging news again. And this time, it's too much for a gentle spread.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
He just got hurt.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And today on the hill, Brian Wu. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
In the air, left field. Langford on the move. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Well, I hate to say it, but just a dreadful season in the batter's box so far, Boog. Batting average is bad. The on-base percentage is bad. And, well, that's pretty much all you need to know. It's been a really tough campaign for this guy, but here's hoping he can figure some things out and start making some sort of impact with his bat.
Inside, just missed. Wu will look to follow up an excellent performance last time out, tossing a shutout. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That complete game shutout in his last start is so rare nowadays, Boo. In 1983, that happened 180 times across MLB. In 2023, there were only 21. Not a lot of pitchers who can do what he did.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
I despise him. Put a pass into
Big swing and a miss.
he can keep up to doing that winning thing. That'd be perfect. Steal your ass off the show. Stop going on your show. Just say you're gonna stop going on your show.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Middle of the first, no score.
There's no such thing.
Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill, the lefty, Christopher Sanchez. What do we have on him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
So up next, Wyatt Langford, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. This is Corbin Carroll. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Foul ball there. Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a ball popped up. Garcia. He makes the grab. 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
I was 14 before.
An absolute smash to left. His second home run of the series. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next is the designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson. That one ripped right center field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 13th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
An absolute missile off the bat, Singy, and StatCast gives us the exact numbers.
Yeah, it was a blur leaving the park, Boog. 114 miles per hour on the exit velo, man. Put such a great swing on that ball, squared it up, and just drove it out of here despite not getting much air under it.
Here's Royce Lewis. This one smoked on its way out of here. He jacks that one out to left. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 4-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That one hops against the fence, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And next for the Mets, Gabriel Moreno. Ripped on a line, and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. Yandy Diaz now.
First baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Woo, in his second season, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Woo, back to work. Swing, and oh, the bat went flying there.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Are you paying the bills with the salary? College loans?
And that drops in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
This man seems to see both sides.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, and the first offering is not close.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty.
Like, there was so many other ways to hurt that thing. Like, if you really wanted to help somebody, you would just offer it to them. You wouldn't have to say certain things like that. You would just really give it.
Swing and a slow roller. Lewis. Throw, picked it first, got it.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Cedar Rafaela, the next up for the Marlins. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one.
Thanks to 10 flooding parts of our area after severe storms moved through areas to our south.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
For now, but more is on the way. New step taken just hours ago, grabbed by a new Chicago teachers contract.
There's a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Late swing, foul to the left. In the air, left field, down the line, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. So the batting order turns over, and now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. And that one in the air center field. Rafaela under it, corrals it, and there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Wyatt Langford up now for the Mets.
I transferred to University. They made the process difficult since I did have treatment while I was down here. Transferring your eligible records and keep your momentum.
Go back to that.
And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And that one's fouled off.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
First and second, 2 outs. Double steal. Pitching for a strike. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. Woo, woo.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Andy Rodriguez. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. ready to fire now. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's the rookie right fielder trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And ball one to the right fielder. 1-0. And that one wrapped foul. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires the first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Gunnar Henderson.
And stepping in for New York, Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered in this game.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now here is Royce Lewis. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Terang makes the play, and a quick out, number 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Don't take Cabanova if allergic to its ingredients or to certain
Perdomo swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
If these occur, get medical help right away. Tell your doctor about your medicines or supplements, medical condition, and liver or kidney problems, mental health, and breastfeeding. Side effective injection site reaction.
Small one.
With Cabanova, you're good to go. Without the HIV pills.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That's down and in.
Nature here is full of
Two
wonders.
balls, two strikes.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Altuve at the plate with two away. Swings through that one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. The Fish still looking for their first hit in this one. Outside low, 2-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one 95 to finish him off. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Jackson Merrill.
There should be a self-reflection.
In the air, left side. Nimmo ranging after it. Brings it in, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
One out, runner at second. This is Bryce Terang. Line drive, caught.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
And now Ellie De La Cruz, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo going back on it. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 11th of the year, and they add a pair. It's 6-0.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Christopher Sanchez gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. He's 2 for 2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it one-hops the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Hard hit left side. Tosses across the first, and Guerrero is set down. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 6-0 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. And here is Yandy Diaz. Wu back to work. Splits the plate, strike 1.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And now 1 and 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
It's obvious that they should be the ones who go in against non-neutral elimination.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Got it. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit.
Brandon Nimmo.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1 and 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Rafaela in his 2nd season, 24 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side, Terang fires over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Is a liar. We get really petty and thin the line, and that's not in the trouble. It's
Swing and a miss.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Calls it in, and there's one away.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
So up next for New York, Royce Lewis. Ripped on the ground to second, on to first, 2 away.
Now batting.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
So, who's it going to be?
Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Reaching down, makes the catch. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it though 6-0.
Want to better our chances in any final, and so because of that, we're going to throw in.
And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Teams have been saying it all season long. This has been my only strategy. Done.
He swings and fouls one off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Late with the swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll moves towards it. And there's one down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Andy Rodriguez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball 1, no strikes.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
He was late there, strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2. The Marlins yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now it's the right fielder.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Up the middle. Gets it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo going back on it, and that one is gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Bryce Terang up now for the Mets. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up, and it's caught for the out. The Mets were around 50 years before they had their first no-hitter in franchise history. It was thrown by Johan Santana right here at Citi Field. And next for the Mets, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings and misses. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Eric Miller, the left-hander, up and throwing. Strickland warming up as well. And the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, Boo, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game. And looking back at that Santana no-no, Boo, it's really amazing that he pulled it off against a St. Louis lineup that was absolutely stacked with strong hitters. A memorable night for sure.
Next to hit, Wyatt Langford. And that chops in for a strike. Where'd that last pitch miss? The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Corbin.
And now the right fielder Corbin Carroll. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So 2 on with 2 away.
We think they have a star. We think they have a star. I don't believe us.
Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Duffy departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Andrew Chafin.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Gunnar Henderson up now for the Mets. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and there's a hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for New York, Royce Lewis. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. 4 runs already in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add to the lead. It's 12-0.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
2 outs, nobody on. Jackson Merrill up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off.
It's 40 degrees below. If you think you're standing here for fun, but if you keep doing that, will be 2 minutes. You could do that. It's a good setup.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Right through there, got him. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 12 and the Marlins nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today. You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking. That's a Baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. And now, Geraldo Perdomo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Gave it a go. Didn't work out for you.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. One and two now. Altuve waits. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Every single time, 5 elimination wins.
Chopped out towards short. De La Cruz sends it across to first. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins back here at Citi Field. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
I got a fun fact for you, Boog. You know that home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza. This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
Bryce Terang up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw into second, and he's got a double. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 14-0. Siggy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to.
It's really not good. You have to use attitude. It's really not. Other than that, there's really no.
Looks like this guy
I don't like
the
the Cole because of the shot he's beating my boy on the
fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely
despise Devon. Know that. That's pretty damn.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and so they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Hunter Strickland.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the air, right side. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder.
2 out, space is empty. So up next for New York, Corbin Carroll.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, we're at the top of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Woo back to work. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down. Stays alive. And down on strikes. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
The pitch, hitless so far in the game. This to third, Lewis. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
And he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
Rafaela into box again. Takes the strike.
0-1's the count.
And takes low for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball.
So fire. You got the fire. 2-2 pitch. Got it.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. On to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped on a line to center. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter.
And now the Mets DH, Gunnar Henderson.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And next for the Mets, Royce Lewis. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game. It's 16-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Hunter Strickland won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher for the Marlins, Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base is empty, one away. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 4 with a double. Grounds one to short. Boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Gabriel Moreno. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still slings it to second. Over to Perdomo. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
And stepping in for New York, Bryce Terang. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Ryan Wu, perfect so far. We'll see if he can make history as we head to the 9th. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Swing and a miss. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Rodriguez stands in now, looks at that one inside. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. This one popped up. De La Cruz on his way over. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
26 up and 26 down. One more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. Fought off foul. Wu is just 1 strike away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
notes are his first 3 words in. There's a lot of words in place prior so we can get to know each other.
I'm focused on fighting. People who are dressed up like this so they can be seen.
It's not like that, just like that. Change to a very rich man's party just to be seen. With my repetition of popular. Listen, the hack has started, but we need more time. We haven't found all 25 challenges yet. So this is MLB. I'm more comfortable getting more someone without all of the distractions. So it's thank you.
For elderly patients with dementia-related health processes and stress with stroke. Report changes in behavior of suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants to increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles or confusion which may be life threatening, or control muscle movements which may be painless. High blood sugar which may lead to hope or death. Leaking and cholesterol milking. Moving, tremors, slow uncontrolled body movements, restlessness and pain beginning to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite and fatigue are common. Side effects do not
All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. I'll be back sometime next week. Another live stream. As always, y'all be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there.